Well, I hate to say it, but right again. Look, what I said last week happened. It actually happened. And what you said happened as well. You said that if the Eagles could get the Packers off script, meaning take away Josh Jacobs, then when the game has to rely on Jordan Love's shoulders, what you said was he plays better that way, which I said, no, he doesn't. And it just happened that he doesn't play better when the game rests on his shoulders. He throws a whole lot of interceptions. He takes a couple of sacks. He looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. He looks scared. He looks like a rookie quarterback, even though he's technically not. But it's one of those things where I hate that it happened because I think Green Bay really has the potential to be something. I just don't think Love is ready yet to step into that limelight and be that guy like Jaden Daniels is, I just don't think he has that in him yet. I hope he can find it.
Well, but that's the problem, Ryan. If he doesn't have it in him by now,
it's just not going to come.
And it really is starting to feel like all of the Jordan Love discourse, all of the Jordan Love belief is up until this weekend was just riding off the last 8 games of last season, wasn't it? Because remember, going back to last season, 2023, he was awful the first half of the season. Terrible. Like we were all like, oh, well, what are they going to do for quarterback? Because it's a one and done with Love. And then he turned it on halfway through the season, and he was fantastic. And they went into Dallas and destroyed Dallas, the first ever 7 seed to win a playoff game. And then they went and took the fight to the 49ers. And he threw an awful interception to end the game, which you're like, okay, first year starting. I would say that's the turning point. Since that interception against the 49ers, he has not looked like the same quarterback. They paid him off of an incredibly small sample size, and I think they probably regret it. Part of me believes that maybe Matt LaFleur is able to get something else out of him, but the interceptions he threw in this game are inexcusable. The Green Bay defense played really good, Ryan. They held the Eagles to 16 points through 3 quarters. I mean, the fumble on the kickoff is the only reason the Eagles got a touchdown early in the game, or a touchdown at all, really. That was it. The Packers defense showed up to play, and Jordan Love just couldn't deliver. You were completely right about him. I kind of thought he would rise to the occasion and give a good fight. He did not. He completely crumbled, and it was the typical Jordan Love interceptions. Like some of them throwing into double coverage when you've got a check down on second down or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember the exact details, but almost every interception, it wasn't like you could say, oh, well, he was, he had to take a shot there and he was trying. The last one, the very last one, they were already down 2 scores. He was just throwing it up, whatever. But the 2 before that, one, they were driving and he had Josh Jacobs, I think it was, like on the flat that could have maybe been a first down. And he just threw it up to the defense. I don't know, man. I don't think he's the long-term future at Green Bay because it's kind of similar to Justin Herbert. You want to give a little grace, but this playoff performance was so bad, it's really hard to overlook. He cost them this game.
Back in November, we released a video that said, is it time to worry about Jordan Love? And I assume now that it was just foreshadowing what was to come, because I think we can unequivocally say that, yes, I think it is time to put a question mark at the end of his name. It is no longer Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. It's Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
We thought they were excelling and being able to excel with him. It's starting to feel like Matt LaFleur is having to coach around him.
Yeah, and you could even see the exhaustion on LaFleur's face on the sidelines. They pan to it several times where, Jordan Love just makes a boneheaded mistake, and LaFleur's like, are you kidding me right now? And I know it's hard for him because he's been through this and he's been so successful with almost every quarterback he's had at Green Bay, and now he has a guy that has the talent to be that type of quarterback, but it just doesn't seem to display itself on the field. Up here,
something's not clicking up here. And the comparison, because of Green Bay, because of the history, it's like, oh, well, he's got that thing like Brett Favre. Yeah, Brett Favre threw a lot of stupid interceptions. The difference is he would come right back after an interception and throw a 75-yard touchdown to put a dagger in your back. Jordan Love didn't have a touchdown in this game. He did nothing. Jordan Love didn't make a play in this game that made me go, oh, there he is. He didn't. Like, not a single play. And that's just crazy. If Brett Favre was out there, he would have gotten 1 touchdown, at least 2.
And it's the playoffs. It's the biggest game up until this point in the year. You have to make those throws that make you say, oh, wow, there he is. That's MVP football. That's what we're looking for. And I'm not saying that he's obviously an MVP candidate, but you have to make throws as if you were.
No, I completely agree, especially when you play for the Packers. When you're in this position, the season didn't go exactly how you wanted it to go, but you're not the 7 seed. This was supposed to be an improvement off last year. You won a playoff game last year as the 7 seed when no one believed in you. I know they've had injuries. Even in this game, they had a lot of injuries. They've had a lot of bad luck. That whatever. Everyone has them. Injuries don't excuse the quarterback play, especially when the defense played up to that level. They paid him. They're not moving off from him. But it's also more interesting when you think about how Malik Willis looked in those couple games he had to start. He looked really good. They won games with Malik Willis. So you wonder if Matt LaFleur's starting to talk to the GM, if they're having conversations about, hey, once this contract is over, like I can win with other guys, because the interception problem for Jordan Love, we keep expecting it to go away. I think it's just who he is. And when you're not making the big plays to offset it, you can't allow it. You will not win playoff games that way. It just will not happen.